Here it is. We're just getting this set up. I'm going to try and fire it up here later. I brought it home in January, and so far I haven't done a lot to it. The motor turned, so I've redone the fuel lines, rebuilt the carburetor, cleaned the fuel pump, and drained the oil, changed the oil, squirted a bit of fluids down the pistons to make sure they freed up, and got that all done. So since then I've changed the rad hoses, and so I'm going to try and get the first official start going here right away. So I'll open up a bit more. Here's the engine. So I rebuilt the carb, cleaned the fuel filter, and cleaned out the fuel pump. Since then I've flushed out the rad and the cooling system. I haven't put the oil bath air cleaner back on yet, but I got to do that yet. Plus I got to put the main rad hose on. So I'll just kind of swing over to the other side and we'll look at that. So I had that apart, and checked the thermostat out. It looks to be okay. I put a new gasket on there, so I'm just going to put that on and fill it with fluids, and then I'm going to try and start it. Okay, we're back in business. Had a bad battery cable. We should be good to go. So there we have it. You see we run it okay. I'm just going to take a couple of photos here. Okay, there it is. I don't know the last time it ran. They told me it ran the last time it ran is what they told me. The license plate, the last license plate is 1976. So I just wanted, like I said, the motor turned when I bought it, so basically I rebuilt the car, changed the hoses. I still got some trouble with the one rad hose, but I'm going to keep an eye on that. So here it is, the first run in, I don't know, possibly since 1976. It's pulling right along. I've got a lot to do on it yet, but I'll just get a couple pictures of the inside. I want to check that, see if the heat gauge is telling me anything. So I'll just come around this way again, have another look inside here. So the heat gauge isn't turning yet. I've got a little over 40 pounds of oil pressure. I don't know if so I just got to I'm going to turn this off or set it up for a minute, and I'm going to grab a thermometer and see if I can see anything on the temperature gauge. Of course, we've got some links down there. The temperature gauge is starting to climb yet, but I haven't got, the thermostat's not open yet. We'll just come inside for a look at the thermostat. We're getting close to the 160, so we've still got over 40 pounds oil pressure. I'm really wanting to see that thermostat open so I can see that, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. Okay, so now the thermostat's opened up. My thermometer's in metrics. I have to do the calculations on that after, but it's reading up to about 50 degrees C now. I should be able to figure out what that relates to right now, but and amongst everything else, I can't think about that. So I see the rad dripping a little bit, which I guess is good and bad. It's not dripping a lot, so it's calmed right down. I got to set the idle a little bit after playing with the carburetors. I got a manifold leak, which isn't surprising. I'm just going to go inside and we'll look at the temperature gauge again. So there's the temperature gauge. You see it's dropped down to just over the 160 mark. It's a 180 thermostat, so I've still got over 40 pounds of oil pressure, so I think today's pretty much been a success. So now I'm going to just shut this down because I got to get my car ready for a car show this weekend, and it's a 1950 Dodge Special Deluxe as well, so I'll check in later. Thanks.